I've heard him 3-4 times. Today morning I called him up, and immediately when I took his number, I did not even know that he says that is the subject. Over to. I mean, that's up to. Please over to.
गुणातीतोऽक्षरं ब्रह्म भगवान् पुरुषोत्तमः जनो जानन्निदं सत्यम् उच्यते भवबन्धनात् श्री स्वामीनारायण भगवान की जय। अक्षर पुरुषोत्तम महाराज की जय। राधा कृष्ण देव की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज की जय। With prostrations at the divine feet of Bhagavan Swaminarayan and my Guru Hari, Param Pujya Pramukh Swami Maharaj, my heartiest namaskar and good evening to all the guests and participants of this seminar. It's a happy moment meeting you all today, and especially with the invitation of Shri Harendra Bhai, Naresh Ji Agarwal, and Ravi Agarwal, my good friend Chetan Patel. We are good friends, we talk a lot. And of course, another good friend, Ravindra Goyal from Delhi. So it's nice to be with you today this evening. And I was asked to talk and share thoughts on ethics in profession. And even Hemant Bhai sitting at the back. So the first question probably that would arise in your mind is, how would a sadhu, a saint, be talking about ethics in profession? Because we are not directly into any kind of profession. Not any kind of profession of some money making. And of course, so naturally a question could arise in your mind, that why a sadhu is chosen to talk on this particular topic, because we don't do any money generating activity any time in our lifetime. But I come from an organization, BAPS, which is one of the largest organizations in the world. We are among the top 10 NGOs of the world. We are as big as Lions International, we are as big as Rotary International, because we have a presence in more than 100 countries. We have 1,300 huge and small campuses all over the world. How many of you have been to Swaminarayan Akshardham at New Delhi? Just raise your hands. Yeah, quite many of you. I come from that organization. It is a sprawling 110-acre campus on the banks of Yamuna. And the same type of campus we are coming up in New Jersey, America, which is on 235 acres of land. It's a powerful exhibition of Indian culture, Indian tradition, and Indian way of life. We run more than about 100 hospitals, schools, hostels, and colleges. They're all state-of-the-art, fine campuses. So we know what is administration, we know what is management, we know what is human resources. So our profession may not be directly like money generating, but what comes in a profession, what comes in an administration, in management to such a huge scale, we know it in and out because we are also 8-10 hours a day involved in such kind of activities. 162 different kinds of activities that the organization carries out. BAPS.org is our website, and you can see the numerous 162 social, cultural, educational, medical activities that we do worldwide. So coming to the topic, ethics in profession, because we also have to apply ethics day in and day out, every minute during the day, during the working hours, so that to grow the activities of the organization. The first important ethic that we all need to learn in our profession is not putting money in the top priority. See, money can buy you good beds but not sleep. Money can buy you good houses but not good homes. Am I right? Money can buy you perhaps all the jewelry and all the branded clothes and all the branded items of use, but not beauty. Money can buy you the best of food, but not appetite. Money can perhaps buy you the best of medicines, but not health. Money can buy you servants and colleagues, but not friends and relatives. Can it? So if there are 100 things that money can buy, there are more than 1,000 things that money cannot buy. And if you make a list of things that money can buy and things that money cannot buy, you will come to know, after putting it in black and white, that you are actually more dependent upon things that money cannot buy to be more happy. Can money buy love? Yes or no?
No.
Can money buy trust? Yes or no?
No.
No. Can money buy faith? No. The list is long. Actually, we are happy. We exist in a happy state because of things that money cannot buy. But out of the 24 hours and out of the 80 years that we are going to live, 5 and plus minus with the grace of God. But we put all our time, all our energy, all our resources into things that money can buy. Less than 10% of our time and resources and energy we actually put into things that money cannot buy. What does that mean? We put 90% of our time, energy and resources for 10% of the things that can make you happy. And we put only 10% of our energy, resources and time into 90% of the things which are actually going to make us happy and which money cannot buy. The ratios are really something to be given thought to. It's not balancing. These are the times of fancier houses but broken homes. These are the times of double incomes but more divorces. These are the times of steep rise in profits and businesses, but shallow relationships. These are the times of high-rise buildings and low-rise characters. These are the times of broader highways. Hope you Siliguri people get a 4-lane broader highway in coming future. So these are the times of broader highways and narrower viewpoints. These are the times where man has gone all the way to the moon and has come back. But he finds it difficult to cross the road and meet the new neighbor. These are the times when man has broken the atom, but finds it difficult to break up prejudice. है कि नहीं सही बात? लिस्ट तो बहुत लंबा चौड़ा है. लेकिन these are the times where we have much to show in the show window and nothing in the showroom. दिखाने के लिए हमारे पास बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. चेतन भाई ने मुझे बोला है कि थोड़ी हिंदी में भी बात करना. बीच में थोड़ा थोड़ा हिंदी में भी बोलूंगा. कि हमारे पास दिखाने के लिए बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, लेकिन हमारे हृदय में शुद्ध भावना, पवित्र भावना, सबका विकास हो, सबकी तरक्की हो, सबकी प्रगति हो, ऐसी भावनाएं कम रहती। हमारे गुरु प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज को जब पूछा गया कि स्वामी कौन सा विचार आपके मन में हमेशा रहता है, तब प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज ने कहा कि जो विचार मेरे मन में कभी नहीं आया, the thought that has never entered my mind. Shall I tell you that first? That was more important. Huh?
It's up to you, sir.
Then Pramukh Sai Maharaj said, the thought of hurting anybody, physically, mentally or emotionally, has never entered my mind. किसी का अहित हो ऐसा विचार मुझे कभी नहीं आया. ये first important ethic in business. ये मैं बात कर रहा हूँ हमारे गुरु प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज, जिनकी उम्र अभी 95 इयर्स की है, जिन्होंने ये पूरी संस्था पिछले 45 इयर्स में खड़ी की है. स्वामीनारायण अक्षरधाम दिल्ली में बनाया, अक्षरधाम गांधीनगर में बना, अक्षरधाम अभी अमेरिका में बना रहे हैं. जो मैं 1300 कैंपसेस की बात कर रहा हूँ, वो सब कैंपस उन्होंने बनाए. हमारे जैसे 1000 संतों को दीक्षा दी. Out of 1000 saints that we are, more than 600 of them are graduates, postgraduates, chartered accountants, doctors, engineers. Some of them are graduates from Stanford, from Yale, from Harvard, from Oxford. तो प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज ने इतना काम किया, 17,000 गांव में घूमे, 2 मिलियन लोगों को पर्सनल मुलाकात दी, 7 लाख से ज्यादा पत्र के आशीर्वाद उन्होंने दिए. All these statistics are individually world records. And he is in the Guinness Book of World Records more than 6 times. इतना काम करने के बाद ये बात वे करते हैं कि किसी का भी अहित हो ऐसा विचार मुझे मेरे जीवन में कभी नहीं आया. If your competitor grows, then किस प्रकार से लेग पुलिंग किया जाए वो विचार शुरू हो जाते हैं. आप सब हंसे, उनका मतलब आता तो है विचार. हाँ? आप सब हंसते हैं तो मतलब कि कभी कभी आ ही जाता है विचार. See, everybody is growing with his hard work, his destiny. I will grow with my hard work, my destiny. Simple, important first ethic. किसी के हाथ में से कोई वस्तु आप ले पाएंगे, किसी के नसीब में जो वस्तु है वो आप नहीं ले पाएंगे. First important ethic to be learned in profession is everyone grows with their own hard work, destiny and relationships and connections. You also grow with your hard work, your destiny and your connections. As simple as that. Why do you get worried if your neighbor buys a BMW? Why are you worried if your competitor is driving a Merc? और worry होने से कुछ होने वाला नहीं है. You get into your work. You work hard. If you honestly, ethically hard work, you will also attain success in life. When Bill Clinton as President of the United States, he visited India in 2000. He addressed IT professionals at the high-tech city in Hyderabad. And he told them that India has 540 million youth. That is the age group of 50 to 35. He said, forget 8 hours. Forget 6 hours. If this 540 million youth of India, if they work honestly and ethically, even for 4 hours a day, nobody can stop India from becoming a superpower by 2020. Second important ethical aspect is honest working. Honest and ethical hard work. It pays. हम हार्ड वर्क तो करते हैं, 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. Ethics means satyata, truth. You should not indulge in any kind of evil practices. Remember, no pillow is as soft as a clear conscience. और अगर unethical practices आपने की, दो बात बन सकती है. Someday you will pay heavily for it. At that time, your career, your business can ruin. Or otherwise, your conscience will bite. If not today, in the last years, last months, last weeks, and the last days of your life, कि मैंने गलत किया, it will bite you. और उस वक्त उसका कोई इलाज नहीं रहेगा. Your conscience will bite you. I didn't live a perfect human life. I indulged myself in malpractices. I indulged myself in playing with the quality of my product. और उस वक्त जब conscience bite करेगा, तब आपके पास उसके लिए कोई मेडिसिन नहीं होगी. You will feel you lived an animal life. You didn't live a human life. I am talking of the last months, last weeks, and the last days of your life. You should be honest to yourself. Honest in your work. That is in your profession. Only then you enjoy your work. सुबह से शाम तक आप थोड़ी मोटी चीटिंग करते रहेंगे क्वालिटी से, वर्कमैनशिप में, प्रोफेशनल एटीट्यूड्स इन लाइफ में. You have not lived a complete human life. And as I said, even if you earn billions of dollars by unethical practices, in the evening when you are sitting for your dinner, are you going to drink curry of liquid gold? You are going to drink your curry of, जो करी आप घर में शाम को बनाते हो, वो किसकी बनती है? बेसन की और दही की बनती है. मुकेश अंबानी लिक्विड गोल्ड की करी पे बनाते होंगे. बिल गेट्स लिक्विड गोल्ड की करी बनाते होंगे. स्टीव जॉब्स लिक्विड गोल्ड की करी पीता था. करी छोड़ो, चाय की तो बात करो.
All teas are gold.
हैं?
Sir, all teas are gold.
Only if you make that tea ethically. उसमें malpractices की तो वो सोने की नहीं बनेगी, घर में से सोना चला जाएगा. All tea is gold accepted only if that tea right from plantation to the real user's morning cup, if it reaches ethically. If it reaches ethically. So don't do any evil practice. Any kind of evil practices in any profession is not acceptable. You will not reach at the top. See, by your all talents, all intelligences, all know-hows, all resources and all platforms, you can reach a certain level. But beyond that level of reach, you need character and ethics. All your intelligence can open up any gate for you, but only your character will keep that gate open. Recently, the top executives of Google, they met at a place in Europe. और ये चर्चा करने के लिए साथ में आए कि today Google is among the top 10 brands in the world. We want to make Google the #1 brand. Till the sun and this moon shines upon this earth. They wanted to make Google the #1 brand. कोई पॉलिसी डिसीजन करने के लिए साथ में नहीं आए कि किस प्रकार की मोहिनी टी की बिजनेस बढ़ाए. रमेश जी बैठे हैं. क्या करने के लिए साथ में आए थे? They wanted to come upon one policy statement, one mission statement, and that was, by that thought, every Google employee must remain wedded to ethics. They wanted to inscribe that mission statement in the heart and mind of every Google employee, so that Google remains the #1 brand in the world. Some executives जो बैठे थे, some of them had a package of 10 crore rupees per annum, 20 crore rupees per annum, 50 crore rupees per annum के पैकेज वाले executives बैठे थे, ये चर्चा करने के लिए कि क्या एक हमारा मिशन स्टेटमेंट हो सकता है जो दुनिया में गूगल को #1 ब्रांड बनाए। तो उस वक्त 3 दिन की चर्चा के बाद वे लोग ये मिशन स्टेटमेंट पे आए, डोंट डू एनी इविल। मेहरबानी करके आप अगर एक नया आइडिया लेके नहीं आए तो चलेगा। कोई बहुत बड़ा बिजनेस लेके कंपनी में नहीं आया और कंपनी को बहुत बड़ा फायदा नहीं करवा दिया, चलेगा। लेकिन प्लीज डोंट डू एनी इविल ऑन द फ्लोर ऑफ गूगल। मेहरबानी करके कोई गलत काम मत करना। All great people have thought in this direction. All giant multinational companies, they think in this direction. अगर कोई बड़ी अच्छी बात एक आध कम हुई तो चलेगा, लेकिन कोई छोटी सी भी गलत काम मत करना। 2 दिन पहले पढ़ा न्यूज़पेपर में जॉनसन एंड जॉनसन का केस, किसने पढ़ा? किसी को पता है? You, what was it? Tell me.
Some lady got cancer.
Right. Just 2 days back it was reported in the newspaper. International reporting है। जॉनसन एंड जॉनसन की कोई 1-2 प्रोडक्ट वो यूज करने के बाद कोई लेडी को कैंसर हुआ, डायग्नोज हुआ, बिकॉज शी वाज यूजिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट। The lady got infected with cancer. Then it was proved scientifically by testing in the laboratories that this particular product of Johnson and Johnson, ये तो बहुत बड़ी मल्टीनेशनल जायंट है ना, is a giant MNC. तो ये कोई पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट जो टिपिकल एक फेमिनाइन प्रोडक्ट है, वो यूज करने से कैंसर हो सकता है, ऐसे लेबोरेटरी में बात प्रूव हुई। ये प्रोडक्ट को जॉनसन एंड जॉनसन सालों से बेच रहे हैं। They are selling it since years, since decades. सुआ यूएस कोर्ट ने करीबन 62 या 65, 70 मिलियन डॉलर्स, 72 मिलियन डॉलर्स पास किए। तो और 100-150 केस आ गए कोर्ट में जॉनसन के विरुद्ध कि इनको हमको भी कुछ कैंसर की इफेक्ट है, हमको भी कुछ कैंसर की इफेक्ट है। So in the next few months, if this even out of court settlements or court settlements, Johnson and Johnson will have to pay billions of dollars, as reported in the newspapers. I'm talking to you. Why didn't they tell the users कि आप यूज करेंगे ये हमारी कॉस्मेटिक प्रोडक्ट, लेकिन उसमें ये कैंसर का खतरा है, क्यों नहीं बोले? You played, now you played. कहने की बात ये है, पूरी R&D तो होती है, कोई भी प्रोडक्ट बाहर मार्केट में रखते हैं तो पूरी R&D होती है, कुछ तो होता है, लेकिन दिस हैपेंड। And Johnson and Johnson, they are paying that lady $72 million. Actually, the lady has passed away. The kith and kin of that lady would get the money, and many more cases are springing up. So if you play with quality, if you play with ethics, you have to heavily pay. Lehman Brothers, क्या हुआ? Enron, क्या हुआ? Whoever you are, whatever you are, even if the name of your company is Satyam, you don't have the right to go for asatya practices. You can land yourself in trouble. Even if you are the Sahara of thousands of families, you can still like Besahara in Bihar. Don't play with ethics. Don't play with morals. Otherwise, you can land yourself in big trouble. Even if you are the chairman of the electricity board of the entire state of West Bengal, you don't have the right to put your finger inside the plug. Yes or no? आप बोलेंगे कि मैंने तो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूट की है पूरी वेस्ट बंगाल स्टेट में, मैं जूनियर इंजीनियर के रूप में यहाँ जुड़ा था 40 साल पहले, 40 साल में प्रमोशंस लिए, जूनियर में से सीनियर बना, सीनियर में से एग्जीक्यूटिव बना, एग्जीक्यूटिव में से चेयरमैन बना, and the chairman I have distributed electricity since last 40 years. Nothing happens to me if I put my finger inside the plug. चिपक जाएगा, मर जाएगा. Because electricity doesn't know that you are the chairman of the club, chairman of the board. Electricity only knows flesh and blood. उसी तरह ethics, if you transgress ethics, it doesn't know whether you are a big businessman or a big estate holder or a big plantation owner or a big manufacturer or a big trader. It doesn't know anything. It only knows ethics. And if you transgress it, you can land yourself in big trouble. Whoever you are, whatever you are, whether you are Raja or Raju, you can be behind bars. Anyway, if you put your handkerchief inside the pocket, half out, and then start bowling, you can invite a lifetime ban, even if you are a good medium pacer in the Indian cricket team. No unethical practices. आप अपनी जेब में हैंकरचीफ डाल के कुछ सिग्नल करके बॉलिंग चालू करो, and you get paid for each and every ball, heavily paid in terms of rupees. और जब स्कैंडल बाहर आता है, you can be in jail and a lifetime ban आ सकता है आपके ऊपर. अगर पता चला, it can happen. It can happen to anybody. So don't play with norms. Don't play with things, don't play with ethics. As simple as that. Live a very straightforward business life, a very straightforward professional life. See, very simple, there is no shortcut to success. Success के लिए कोई elevator नहीं है, you always have to climb one step at a time. Success comes by climbing the ladder, not by the elevator. Am I right or wrong? You can't land yourself on the top of the Everest in a chopper and have your photograph printed on the front page of Times of India. You have to go to the top of the Everest from the bottom, base camp. As simple as that. One step at a time. It is never a chopper ride. So ethics. And if you are a man of ethics, you will be well respected. If you are wedded to ethics, business will come at your doorstep. People will come to you. You will not have to go out and search for business and people. If you are wedded to ethics, if you work according to ethics, business will automatically grow. You will not have to go out and search for people and businesses. People will come to you. Business will come to you. When we talk of ethics in business, ethics in profession, if I ask you a question now, that when we are talking of this particular aspect, the one good figure, a business figure, a businessman, that could immediately come to your mind is
JRD.
Come on, raise your hands.
Jamsetji Tata.
I want more names from this side. Sorry? Yes? Ratan Tata. Yeah. Mostly the names. JRD Tata, Ratan Tata. A man wedded to ethics. Nobody can point a finger to him in his long, illustrious career of more than 5.5 decades.
One plot, sir. Meera Radia.
Controversial. But overall, a man of ethics. A man wedded to ethics. Whenever you talk of ethics in business, you always have this shining example in front of you. The way he did for people and for the kith and kin of victims after the Taj terror attack in 2008. Unbelievable. I'm not going into the details of the story, but you might have read in the mails forwarded, you might have read or heard from people what he did for the kith and kin of the victims of the Taj attack in 2008. From education to health to their studies and future when they grow up, for their marriages, for their settlements in life, everything. So there are people who remain wedded to ethics and grow in business. Our Guru Pramukh Swami Maharaj, he has grown this BAPS Swaminarayan Sanstha. As I said, it is as huge as Lions or Rotary International. We have got a permanent seat in the United Nations as an NGO in consultative status with the Socio-Economic Council of the United Nations. He has grown this organization from a very small in the early 70s to this size, to this level. He has been fully wedded to ethics in his life. And that is why this inspiration to thousands of people all over the world. He has created these places for ethical guidance. स्वामीनारायण अक्षरधाम में आप गए, वहां एग्जीबिशन है, रोज 17,000 लोग आते हैं, रोज 15-20 प्रसंग ऐसे बनते हैं. People take oath for ethics, for disciplines, for morality. They get inspired by the exhibitions there. जनरल विजिटर्स बुक हम रखते हैं, हमारे वॉलंटियर्स वो विजिटर्स बुक देखते हैं. Once a volunteer just opened a visitor book. I'm talking of this incident about more than 10 years back. तो वहां किसी ने लिखा था कि मैं तो एक बहुत छोटा सा आदमी हूं, हरियाणा के एक छोटे से गांव में रहता हूं, वहां मेरा काम ये है, मेरा व्यवसाय ये है कि मैं रोज सुबह साइकिल में दूध के कैन लेके घर घर जाके दूध बांटता हूं. बहुत छोटा आदमी, 50 साल की मेरी उम्र है. मैं दिल्ली सिर्फ 2 दफा मेरे जीवन में आया. एक कोई हमारे गांव में बड़े घर में शादी थी तो बारात में आया था, छोटा आदमी है गांव में. और दूसरी दफा गांव में से सबने बोला कि चलो अक्षरधाम देखने के लिए चलते हैं, तो मैं अक्षरधाम आया. आज ये अक्षरधाम देखा, प्रदर्शनी सब देखी, बहुत प्रेरणा मिली. तो मैं ये आज प्रतिज्ञा लेता हूं कि मैं अपने दूध में पानी नहीं डालूंगा. छोटा सा आदमी, एथिक्स की प्रेरणा. मैं अपने दूध में पानी नहीं डालूंगा. मैं रोज सुबह साइकिल में दूध के कैन लेके घर घर जाके दूध बांटता हूं. 600 की संख्या वाला एक छोटा सा गांव है हमारा. Then he told this inspiration that he got at Swaminarayan Akshardham in Delhi to the other 3 or 4 milkmen in the town, in the village. They also came to Akshardham. They saw it. They also took a pledge कि हम अपने दूध में पानी नहीं डालेंगे. So that small hamlet in Haryana, all the people in that village, they are getting milk without water added to it because of this 4 men taking a pledge कि हम अपने दूध में पानी नहीं डालेंगे. तो इससे इतना ही सीखना है कि मैं अपनी चाय में डॉट डैश मैं अपनी चाय में, मुझे तो ज्यादा ज्ञान नहीं है, क्या रीप्रोसेस नहीं करूंगा. मुझे भी आपसे ही सुना था. मैं तो कभी चाय पीता नहीं हूं. जब साल 24 साल से कभी चाय नहीं पी, हमारे तो ये नियम में आता है। लेकिन कोई गांव वाले से कह सके या कोई प्रोडक्ट के लिए लोग कह सके कि ये प्रोडक्ट रीप्रोसेस वाली नहीं है, और कुछ आ गया एथिक्स में, इतना रीप्रोसेस में सब कुछ आ गया। चेतन में बीजों के शब्द है आप मिलावट क्या करते हैं?
It should not be adulterated.
We should not be adulterated. What is what I'm trying? मैंने बोला ना कि अब आप एडल्टरेशन करेंगे, थोड़ा गेन होगा, पैसे मिलेंगे, लेकिन आपको सुख और शांति नहीं मिलेगी। And when you have cheated yourself, forget you have cheated the customers, वो एक अलग बात हो गई। You have forget the cheater, अलग बात हो गई, मतलब ये कि आपने कस्टमर्स को चीट की, उनको तो पता नहीं है, बोले भाले लेके गए, चाय पी के सो गए, ले उठ के चाय पी। लेकिन when you have cheated your own self, how will you live with a clear conscience as a human being? It is animal living. गद्दारी की, चीटिंग किया, एडल्टरेशन किया, तो वो तो एक कुत्ता और गधा जैसा जीवन हुआ।
The kutta is better. Very faithful animals are.
When you cheat yourself, when you are not clean within yourself, you will not enjoy life. And समझ लेना, action and reaction are always equal and opposite in direction. न्यूटन का तीसरा लॉ है। आपने एडल्टरेशन करके किसी के साथ चीटिंग की, तो वो कर्म का फल, वो न्यूटन का थर्ड लॉ अप्लाई होता है। तो आपके साथ भी जीवन में बड़ी चीटिंग हो सकती है और होगी। Sometimes it is paid back in a different coin, not in the same coins. Sometimes ill-earned money, let me use this word. Sometimes that ill-earned money can pay you back in terms of health, in terms of family relationships, and in terms of sometimes broken businesses also. जो धन आपने गलत तरीके से कमाया, शास्त्रों में तो ये बात है, लेकिन I can tell you thousands of examples. You will have to pay for it in terms of health. तो वो तो भारी हो जाएगा कि नहीं? Sometimes you have to pay back in terms of sanskars of your children. वो तो और भारी हो पड़ जाएगा. Sometimes you have to pay that ill-gotten wealth in terms of broken relationships in your family members. Ill-gotten wealth, if to be paid by wealth, तो थोड़ा भी कुछ ठीक रहेगा, लेकिन if you have to pay it in terms of health and relationships, बहुत भारी पड़ जाएगा, और होता है। यहाँ बच जाते हैं, वहाँ नहीं बचते। You have to have that faith. वहां कोर्ट में कोई रिश्वत नहीं चलती। And it is as simple. Tell me why somebody is born in a poor family and somebody is born in a rich family. Tell me why that somebody is very intelligent and somebody is not that intelligent. Tell me why that somebody has lot of wealth and earns lot of wealth. Somebody after lot of hard work doesn't earn wealth. That means some of our past merits, हमारे पूर्व के कुछ कर्म और destiny comes and plays its role. God is not playing dice with you. God is not juggling a dice and throwing you. That you get born in Delhi and you in Siliguri and you in Mumbai. It is a destined design. It is a design. And that design is based on our karmas. You have to pay for it. As simple as that. Whatever wrong you do, you have to pay for it. In one or the other way. अगर ये हमारे नजर समक्ष हम रखे, तो हम कभी अनएथिकल प्रैक्टिसेस नहीं करेंगे। स्पोर्ट्स में होते हैं, मेडल्स वापस देने पड़ते हैं, खींच लेते हैं मेडल्स, सात बार टूर दे फ्रांस के चैंपियन को भी सब मेडल्स लौटाने पड़े, है कि नहीं? उस वक्त जब आबरू जाती है, इज्जत चली जाती है, मान सम्मान चला जाता है, जब आप पकड़े गए, परिवार में तकलीफ आनी शुरू हो जाती है, शांति चली जाती है, सुख चला जाता है, तब क्या रहेगा आपके पास? So don't go for unethical practices. Rajat Gupta, the face of corporate India in the Western world. Perhaps you might have heard his name. आप में से कितनों ने इनका नाम सुना है? रजत गुप्ता, IIT खड़गपुर ग्रेजुएट, IIT दिल्ली alumni, Harvard MBA, director of Goldman, director at McKinsey, the face of corporate India in the Western world, and as reported in the newspapers and as proved in the US courts. Warren Buffett, the richest investor upon this earth, he offered his personal $5 billion in investments to Goldman. So the board of directors of Goldman, they met to decide upon the matter, and they decided that we must accept Warren Buffett's $5 billion. It is said that coming out of the boardroom, Rajat Gupta made a 5-second call to his business partner Rajaratnam in US. And he simply said, start purchasing Goldman as much as you can. Finish. So this guy started purchasing shares of Goldman because they knew the next day when the announcements will be made. And Warren Buffett investing his personal $5 billion into Goldman, the shares of Goldman would sky high. It would go sky high. So this man, Rajaratnam, he started purchasing, and he purchased millions of dollars of shares. Next day the announcements were made. Shares of Goldman as expected started rising. In the initial hours they still purchased, and after lunchtime they sold out, making millions of dollars. It is said $2 to $3 million. Isn't this good money? ये पैसे कितने अच्छे लगते हैं? एक डील में अगर आप $2 to $3 million बना लेते हो तो कितना अच्छा लगता है? That is almost your lifetime earning. Easy money is always sweet. लेकिन वो खून लेके बाहर निकलता है. $3 million is a good money. 20 करोड़ रुपए. Consequences, the right word used. चमड़ा उतार के ले जाए. Somebody started guessing on this, and especially government attorney Mr. Preet Bharara in Manhattan, New York. He typically deals with such type of cases. He started thinking that how can somebody purchase billions of dollars of Goldman the previous evening, next day the announcements are made, Goldman shares rise, initial stages he purchases, then he sells out and makes billions of dollars. दाल में कुछ काला है. This guy must have some inside information, and he backtracked everything. Preet Bharara, the government attorney. Case is filed after circumstantial evidences. On circumstantial evidences, cases were filed. Proceedings. Finally, it came to conviction. Rajaratnam was convicted. He accepted that yes, I had the inside information, and insider trading is a crime. Rajaratnam was sentenced to 12 years in prison. This is his 4th year, still 8 years to go. A multi-million-dollar hedge fund manager, Rajaratnam, is in jail for one mistake of his life, one unethical practice. Rajat Gupta, for him, many chairmen of corporations, many trustees of large international NGOs, they wrote letters of pardon or minimizing the sentence to US courts, that he has done so much of social service, helped so many NGOs and helped so many causes at national, international level, social, educational, cultural projects. Please minimize his sentence. Still, the US court gave him 2 years of prison. When Rajaratnam was convicted and when he was sentenced to 2 years in prison in a packed courtroom, Rajat Gupta, he had nothing to say, just one sentence, and that has become very popular in the corporate world. It has become a red line, a red light for all professionals of irrespective to fields. Rajat Gupta said, my 40 years of corporate image building has gone down in drain in 5 seconds. आपकी 40 साल की मेहनत और 40 साल की आपकी image building in the corporate world can go down in drain in 5 seconds by a non-ethical practice. अभी थोड़े दिन पहले ही जेल से बाहर आए, अभी हाउस अरेस्ट में है रजत गुप्ता. Wonderful academic career, extraordinary professional achievement, high respect in the society, but one unethical practice, and all the image came down to zero. This is ethics in profession. Third important ethic in profession is man-women behavioral discipline at workplace. अब ये बात आपको थोड़ी ज्यादा नहीं लगेगी और ये बात आपको जरा कम ठीक लगेगी कि we work together, men, women at the workplace, it's fine. I'm not against it. Everybody can work together according to their intelligence, know-how, backgrounds, talents, fine. On the floor of the office, everybody are fine, same. But स्त्री और पुरुष की मर्यादा, men, women, behavioral disciplines at workplace. More and more cases of sexual harassments are being reported. Yes or no?
Yes.
Tell me a clear yes or no. More and more cases are being reported, and it is going to get worse day by day. Do you agree with me? If you agree, then raise your hands. Yes or no?
Yes.
Everybody is saying yes. It is an alarming problem at the workplace. It is an alarming problem at the workplace, and it is going to rise. Because the word friend has 1,000 meanings. Yes or no?
Yes.
The word friend has 1,000 meanings. It's going to happen. तो आप बोलेंगे कि स्वामी जी आप ये बात कर रहे हैं, आप मॉडर्न नहीं है. I know what is modern. I've done my graduation in engineering 25 years back. I have traveled all over the world. I've taught in seminars across Europe, America, Australia, New Zealand, Hong Kong, Singapore. I've met people. I've discussed many issues. I have shared stage with top class management gurus like Shiv Khera and everybody. We are good friends. This is a very important discipline today needed. इसमें अगर आपने गलती की, इस एथिक में अगर भूल की, you will ruin your career within seconds. You will ruin your family within seconds. देख लें आप केस. इंटरनेशनल मॉनिटरी फंड के प्रेसिडेंट डोमिनिक स्ट्रॉस कैन केस सुना है? केस सुना तो आप यस रमेश जी आपने सुना है? आपका शुभ नाम? राजीव जी, आप सबने सुना है. क्या पोजीशन? इंटरनेशनल मॉनिटरी फंड के प्रेसिडेंट मतलब क्या पोजीशन है, क्या स्टेटस है, किस कंट्री को कितने पैसे देने? दिस मैन इज द फाइनल डिसाइडिंग अथॉरिटी. And he signs papers every day which are worth 10,000 crores, 50,000 crores, 1 lakh crores. ऐसे तो पेपर्स रोज साइन करने होते हैं. क्या अथॉरिटी है? एंड पूरे विश्व में सब देश के प्रेसिडेंट्स और प्राइम मिनिस्टर उसके पास जाते हैं, यार कुछ थोड़ा कर दो ना, अपना एक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का प्रोजेक्ट है, 10,000 करोड़ चाहिए, कुछ कर दो ना. They beg in front of this guy because he has that position, president of IMF, International Monetary Fund. Dominique Strauss-Kahn, उनका नाम, he is a Frenchman, popularly known in the corporate circles by his initials DSK, destined to become the president of France. फ्रांस के प्रेसिडेंशियल इलेक्शंस में वे खड़े रहने वाले थे एंड लैंडस्लाइड विक्ट्री के साथ जीतने वाले थे. प्री पोल सर्वे बोल रहा था लैंडस्लाइड विक्ट्री फॉर हिम बिकॉज ही वाज द पर्सन हु वाज seen by the people of France who could turn around the economy of France because of his rich experience. सिर्फ एक गलती की. बोल रहे हैं न्यूज़पेपर्स एज प्रूव्ड इन द कोर्ट्स. न्यूयॉर्क से आ रहे थे, लंदन में ठहरे, होटल में ठहरे, वहां से पेरिस आने वाले थे. होटल की रूम में जब अंदर गए तब होटल में कोई साफ करने वाली मेड थी, वो अंदर गई एंड इट इज सेड दैट ही मिसबिहेव्ड विद द मेड and the maid reported to the court. She went to the court. Court में proceedings चालू हुए. He had to resign as IMF president. He had to withdraw his nomination as the president of France. Today he is a very simple economic advisor to a former USSR country, कोई यूक्रेन जैसी कोई छोटी सी कंट्री में. He is just an economic advisor to the local government. जो व्यक्ति G7, G8, G15 में ओबामा और मोदी के साथ बैठने वाले थे, वो व्यक्ति आज एक सामान्य इकोनॉमिक एडवाइजर है. सिर्फ एक डिसिप्लिन की गलती कभी मत करना. डोंट टेक इट लाइटली. इंडिया में भी एक बड़ा केस चल रहा है इसका. टेरी चल रहा है ना. Can happen with anybody. At your office place, believe within yourself gender equality. You have to believe, and it is. But when it comes to physical, mental, and emotional interactions, be very, very, very careful. Maintain the disciplines. आपके handshakes और आपके glance दोनों में discipline चाहिए. ये बात थोड़ी आपको कड़वी लगेगी, लेकिन है सत्य. यस और नो? है सत्य. अनदर बिग नेम, अमेरिका की बहुत बड़ी सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी iGate के सीईओ फनीश मूर्ति, as reported again in the newspapers and reports, a person who turn around any software company who is going through losses. नरेश जी ये केस एक बार प्रेजेंट करने चाहिए ये सर. Any software company that would go into losses, this guy had the capacity and the talent to turn around that company into a giant multi-million dollar profit making company. Software companies जो लॉस में जाती हो और फनीश मूर्ति को आप सौंप दो, तो 3 और 4 केसेस में उन्होंने ये कंपनीज को फ्रॉम लॉस मेकिंग यूनिट्स टू ह्यूज प्रॉफिट मेकिंग यूनिट्स में 5-6 साल में बना दिए. मतलब very experienced person when it comes to handling software companies. एक कलीग ऑफिस में काम कर रही थी, उसके साथ रिलेशनशिप चालू हुए. And according to the US corporate laws, you have to report to the top management if you enter into a relationship with a colleague. You have to report. Top management को report करना पड़ता है. इन्होंने नहीं किया और फिर स्कैंडल बात निकला. ईमेल्स, WhatsApp messages में से he had to resign. Sorry. Before he resigned, he was thrown out. And millions of dollars of bonuses, perks और जो advantages होते हैं, एक CEO retire होते हैं, तो he gets huge benefits. ये सब है. And he had to leave US. If it can happen with that class of people, that powerful people, can it happen to you? Anybody. So be very, very careful. बहुत ज्यादा शौक मत रखना हैंडशेक का. ये अपनी प्रणाली का अच्छी है. हैंडशेक का बहुत ज्यादा शौक मत रखना, वहां से लेदर करंट चालू हो जाता है। कोई इलेक्ट्रिक करंट प्लग से चालू होता है, ये हैंडशेक से लेदर करंट चालू हो जाता है, स्कीम करंट, और वहां से सब मन बिगड़ता है और कुछ हो जाता है। ये प्रणालिका ऋषि मुनियों ने जो रखी है वो अच्छी है, इट्स फाइन, इट्स गुड है, प्रार्थना है, विशेष है, प्रेयर्स है, सब कुछ आ गया। You will ruin your family as well. कितने एक्स्ट्रा मैरिटल रिलेशनशिप्स में ऑफिस बेसिस पे मैं ये बात कर रहा हूं, इसमें से फैमिली रुइन हुए। आप भी एक दो केसेस तो जानते ही होंगे, कोई नजदीक के सर्कल में होता है। बी वेरी केयरफुल फॉर दैट दिस पर्टिकुलर एस्पेक्ट। सब यहां प्रोफेशनल्स बैठे, एक बुक में सजेस्ट करता हूं, सबको पढ़नी चाहिए। बहुत बड़े मैनेजमेंट गुरु है जिम कॉलिंस, he has written this book and the title of the book is How the Mighty Fall. The title of the book is How the Mighty Fall. Jim Collins has an experience of training Fortune 500 CEOs, 4 decades of experience. He has worked with the CEOs, MDs and chairmen of MNCs. उनके बाद ये अनुभव से उन्होंने ये पुस्तक लिखी है। टाइटल है How the Mighty Fall, Jim Collins. And this guy, he charges tens of thousands of dollars for 1 hour of talking. 1 घंटा बोलने के लिए $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 तक ये चार्ज करते हैं जिम कॉलिंस। कैन ब्लैंचार्ड चार्ज करते हैं, ऑगमेंटिनो चार्ज करते हैं। ये सब ये कैटेगरी के मैनेजमेंट गुरुज हैं। तो 1 घंटा बोलने का $70,000, $60,000 चार्ज करते हैं, मतलब 1 मिनट का $1,000, 70,000 rupees for 1 hour of talking. That means 1,200 rupees per second. और सामने ऑडियंस में कौन बैठे होते हैं? मैनेजमेंट के स्टूडेंट्स नहीं। जो लोग 10,000 करोड़, 20,000 करोड़, 50,000 करोड़ का टर्नओवर एनुअली करते हैं, ऐसे लोग स्टूडेंट्स के रूप में 6 घंटे जिम कॉलिंस को सुनने के लिए बैठ जाते हैं। मेरा प्रश्न ये है कि वे बोलते क्या होंगे? What must he be talking after charging this huge fee? यही बात करते हैं जो अभी आप मुफ्त में सुन रहे हो। What you are listening now, FOC. Because I don't charge anything from my talk. Chetan bhai knows. Even Ravi Agarwal knows. रविंदर जी और रमेश जी knows. पीछे हमारे हैं किरीट भाई हैं।